About ready to go with Decorah and Union here in the first duel of the season. Opening night for 2015-2016. The Vikes going to be open at a couple of weights, 113 and 126 here to go. The coin toss going to be taking place here in the not-too-distant future. And
that's already been done, and we start at 38.
And it looks like at 138, Devin Stortz will be heading out there to take on Caleb Roach, a freshman from Union LaPorte City. And we'll have a varsity mat to our left, and we'll have our JV mat to our right. And actually, I think they're going to switch them, actually. Discussion on where wrestling will be taking place. Any new rule changes the folks need to know about, Dave?
No, there's been about fewer rule changes this year in the book than I have ever seen. Some rule them out if two kids should get hurt simultaneously. Who moves on into the consolations in a tournament? Nobody will move into the finals, but other than that, we're just visiting with the officials down here, and both of them, we've got one of them I know is from LaPorte City. Quite unhappy about the fact that they have to do skin checks. And they're, of course, not physicians, but the Athletic Association has decreed that at the time of weigh-ins, there has to be a skin check, and the officials have to certify it.
Is that an association rule or a national federation
rule? That's really an association rule, okay. I think that's what that is. And they actually, talking to the officials down there, I know Greg Becker's one of them, known him for 30-plus years, and he suggested maybe that the coaches should do it. My coach checks your wrestlers, and you check my wrestlers. But
seems reasonable and logical.
Yeah, and many of the coaches are physical education teachers, and they're probably more qualified than the officials are. They might be insurance salesmen.
Devin Stortz and Caleb Roach getting ready to go. Stortz wrestling 138 tonight. He comes in ranked the number 10 wrestler at 132 pounds. Devin qualified for state last year and went 1-2 at the state tournament, so didn't quite get on the stand, but hopefully he can have a solid senior year.
Yeah, he's coming in with the front headlock now. A little short shot there by Roach. Didn't make any penetration, and now he Kellys him, but Roach rolls out of it. And Roach comes in underneath. He's going after him. Devin trying to stuff the head. Stortz trying to stuff the head down. And he's trying to come around behind, trying to lock up a cradle is what he's trying to do, but he's got these 2 points behind.
1:30 left here in the first period. A 2-0 lead for Devin Stortz. We're on our first match at 1:38 against the Decorah and Union duel. Decorah then will wrestle Vinton Shellsburg here at the Vinton Shellsburg Middle School Gymnasium tonight.
Devin riding tough with a spiral ride, trying to break him down. Hasn't got him off his knees yet. Controlling the wrist and the crotch.
Devin, a 30-match winner a year ago. Has control of that wrist. Working through the crotch area, is trying to establish a base. There is Roach, but Devin has him broke down. Devin again working off to the side.
Yeah, he's out pretty perpendicular to him. Now he's controlling the wrist.
Now the official telling Roach he needs some action.
Now I rolled through with the wrist, and he's got a tilt here. Got a count of 2. Pretty quick count, but that's okay.
33 seconds left here in the period. A 2-0 lead for Stortz, and he has at least 2 near-fall points, and he will get the 2 near-fall points. No, the hold's still there. Now the near-fall points awarded. It's a 4-0 lead for Devin Stortz with 17 seconds left here in the period.
Still controlling that far inside thigh. Now he comes up across to the wrist. Just about out of time. He rolls him through again. Got another count. Nope. There we got 2.
And 2 more near fall points at the end of the first period, and it's a 6-0 lead for Devin Stortz. And you got a senior against a freshman here, a senior or returning state qualifier. You should have the confidence to go out and dominate a match like this.
Yeah, he chooses down. I'm not sure that's where I'd put him with a 6-0 lead, but I'm sure he can get out. A little caution here on the freshman on top. Needs the hand on the navel, not a tight waist. Officials informing him.
6-0 as we start the second period. Stortz quick to his feet, gets hand control right away, turns and faces, and gets his one. It's a 7-0 lead for Devin Stortz.
Really good hand control on the way up. Now he snapped the head down. Good job of Devin snapping the head. Comes around, puts the head in the side. He's got his two now. He's got a cradle locked up. Now he comes on over the top with that cradle. He's got Roach on his back. Got to straighten out a little bit. Roach kicking pretty hard, but he's flat.
And a fall recorded for Devin Stortz. Stortz gets the fall in 2 minutes and 31 seconds. The Vikes' first match of the season, a fall for Devin Stortz.
Nice way to start. Nice way to start.
So we move on to 145. This will be Tom Kanoki for Decorah and Cole Hedeman for Union.
Hedeman, a senior, 45-pounder.
And Kanoki, a sophomore for Decorah. Union coached by Pat Hogan. They've been top 2 or 3 in the state over the last few years.
Yeah, they've got a good program.
Coach Hilmer in the corner with them. Took his coaching endorsement classes from some guy named Dave, with some guy named Dave.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
And there's a takedown for Hedeman, 2-0 the lead.
Caught him in, we had an underhook on him. He caught us in the fireman's. And
a 2-0 lead for Hedeman, and Kanoki trying to get to his feet.
Now he's working a ball, trying to work a ball and chain tilt. Well, he's got the leg in. Not putting a lot of hip pressure in. Now we've got him knocked down on his hip. Pretty good job of scrambling or trying to scoot low in the wrestling room last night. Friedoff was kind of teaching the kids what to do in this situation, and we've come across the legs now. All we got to do is pull the head out.
1 minute left in the period. Hedeman leading by a 2-0 margin, and stepping through and getting the reversal. Here is Kanoki to tie things up at 2.
Did a nice job of sliding down. Now Hedeman tries to wing him. Kanoki's a little too far out to the side for that. Doesn't work. Kanoki's still on top. Riding with a spiral right. Now he comes through the crotch, and already got a crotch and a wrist. And drive him forward with it. 33 seconds left here in the period. A 2-2 score between Kanoki and Hedeman. Way out to the side. They got basically an ankle and a wrist. Now he comes up around the waist.
Devin Stortz got a fall at 138.
Little try to tilt there, but he didn't have anything tied up tight enough. Now he's got a wing on the near side, trying to wing and a wrist tilt. He's stepping over. He got a count of 1 was all.
10 seconds left here in the period.
He's got to stay in there. Got to hang in there. Hedeman's coming up behind him. And they come out face to face, but no points. Kanoki still hung in there with that leg. Okay, hung on.
A 2-2 score between Kanoki and Hedeman as we go to the second period. It'll be Decorah's choice. Kanoki will defer, and going down will be Hedeman. 2 minutes back up on the board for the second period as we restart at 2-2. We started at 138. Devin Stortz with a fall, so Decorah leads it by a 6-0 margin here in the duel early on.
Kanoki's deep on the thigh on the top side. Now he comes over into the crotch. You get a crotch and wrist. Hedeman broke down pretty good. He's trying to get that wrist up on the back. Doesn't make it. He's back in the crotch trying to break. Got him broke down pretty flat. Still holding him down there pretty flat. He's way out to the side. Got to get up on his toes a little bit more. There he's up on his toes. Now he's got to try to get that arm up back there.
1:22 left in the period, still tied at 2. A wrist and an ankle now for Kanoki.
Now he comes up into the crotch. Got to put a little more pressure on that shoulder to get that arm up on the back. But,
and a stall warning on Kanoki.
That's a little hard to see since he was out to the side as far as he was, but I guess he's calling for holding on the wrist. But goodness sakes, he was out 90 degrees. I don't know how far more out the side you can get unless you... Goodness.
8 or 9 or 91 probably doesn't work.
So
But 1 minute left here in the period. A 2-2 score between Knoche and Hedeman. Hedeman started the period in the down position, and Knoche has had him extended a couple of times, but hasn't turned anything into a combination for points.
Got to keep breaking him flat. I haven't seen a lot of action on Hedeman's part underneath, but that's probably okay. I wouldn't want the referee to stir him up any. I like to see him laying down there.
And Knoche now going for a far side cradle.
Yeah, coming around for a far side cradle.
35 seconds left here in the period.
He's coming over the other side.
22 seconds left here in the period.
Got to split the legs a little bit to bring him back. Got to get that leg split out. Now, Hedeman pulled his arm through. When he pulled his arm through, he come up on top for a 2-point reversal. Makes it 4-2 Hedeman.
So Hedeman now leads 4-2 with 10 seconds left here in the second period. Knoche trying to get to his feet, but pretty good topside pressure from Hedeman as the period comes to a close, and Hedeman will lead 4-2 heading to the third.
He really didn't have much of a cradle, and Hedeman was able to pull his arm out and come up on top. Bad time to lose those points right at the end of the period. You don't have time to recover.
And starting in the down position will be Knoche starting the third period. Decorah leads the duel 6-0. We're at 1:45. We started at 1:38. Devin Stortz with a fall for Decorah.
On the whistle, nice switch. Switch right on the whistle. Good job of moving on the whistle. Hit a pretty good hard switch right around on top to tie the matchup.
4-4 the score, Knoche and Hedeman. Knoche the sophomore, Hedeman the senior. Hedeman getting to his feet, gets hand control, turns and faces, gets the escape, and it's a 5-4 lead for Hedeman.
Now we got to stay out, not dive, but he really didn't have anything, but he grabbed a hold of an ankle. Hedeman, he's going up around the head. What looks like maybe a figure 4.
1:22 left here in the period.
Yeah.
And the stalemate is going to be called. The leg wasn't blocking the airway up top there, so nothing illegal about that.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look at my review, my book a little bit about that.
Or at least in the mind of this official at that moment.
Official it wasn't.
To a leg is Hedeman. With 1:08 left here in the third period.
Made a shot. He's out to the outside trying to come around behind. Tom's got the whizzer in, and we're going to get a stalemate again.
56 seconds left here in the period. A 5-4 lead for Hedeman. Knoche tied it up with a reversal at the start here of the third period, but Hedeman able to get out of that to make it 5-4.
A shot on the leg, a shot on the head inside single. He's got to come up with it, though. He's got to bring it in. Now he stepped over the leg, but Hedeman still got the whizzer in.
40 seconds left in the period.
Got a limp arm out. He should get this. Goodness sakes, he's clear across. Now he comes out with an arm. Limp arm's out and comes up on top. He leads by 1.
30 seconds left in the period. Knoche with the late takedown.
And he's got to get off his haunches here and get up on his knees, get some pressure on him.
And he has been warned for stalling, so he has to keep wrestling.
He has to be aggressive. Yeah, he has to be aggressive.
17 seconds left in the period. A 6-5 lead as they go out of bounds back to the center. 14.8 seconds left here in the third. We're at 1:45. Knoche leading Hedeman 6-5. Decorah leading the duel 6-0. We started at 1:38.
Nice arm chop there. He's got Hedeman extended. Got him stretched out and extended. Time just about out. I don't think we're going to get hit for stalling here. Hedeman just laying on his belly, and we're going to pick up a win here. 5-4.
Tom Knoche with a come-from-behind victory at 1:45. A 6-5 decision over Cole Hedeman, so it's a 9-0 lead for Decorah after 1:38 and 1:45. As we move on to 1:52, this will be Dawson Hocklesvik for Decorah and Peyton Pilkey for Union LaPorte City.
2 sophomores, but I think Dawson was out for swimming last year, I believe. I think this is his first year out for wrestling.
Yep.
Yeah. Change leg bands, we're green.
Good way to confuse an official there.
Little shot at the leg there by Dawson.
Forehead to forehead tie with
Shot, but he didn't get a leg. He made a shot, but he didn't get the leg. And
Pelkey around to get the takedown.
I'm behind.
2-0 lead for Pelkey. Decorah leading the duel 9-0. We started at 138, and we wrestle here at 152.
Good shot. I liked his aggressiveness, but he should have been nice if he'd have grabbed something. And making a good attempt to stand up. He's trying to turn, working to keeping his head up nicely, keep him turning. There he is, got a reverse. He just come out from underneath, turn into him, and Dawson got the reversal.
2-2 the score between Hocklesvik and Pelkey here at 152.
Now he's got a claw right in there with the hand in the far thigh. In the far thigh.
1:05 left here in the first period.
Got to get him broke down though. Got a wrist controlled. Now he comes in through the crotch. Now he comes back up. I think he's controlling both wrists now.
Now he lets go of the wrist, and he's got to do something now because he's out pretty parallel.
Got another one there. Got to break the guy down though. Needs to put him flat. Pelkey's still up on his knees. And now he's got to come around the head. Got a wing and a wrist. Got to go around the head. I'm going to go all the way around. Got to go all the way over the head. Pelkey's to his back. Pelkey's trying to bridge out of it now. He's got to readjust over the pressure, chest to chest.
25 seconds left in the period.
Doing a pretty good job at chest to chest. Doing a good job chest to chest. Staying out there. Got to lift the head a little bit more though.
And Dawson gets the fall. Dawson Hocklesvik, welcome back to Varsity Wrestling with a fall at a minute 42. And Dawson gives Decorah a 15-0 lead after 152 and 3 weight classes here this evening as Isaiah Mitchell goes to the mat at 160. And this will be Isaiah Vaughn for Union. Vaughn, a junior who was ranked number 8 according to the 2A predicament rankings. And actually, it looks like, I'm assuming it looks like Byron Sells actually is going to be wrestling for.
Yeah, this is Sells.
For
they'll move Vaughn up to 170.
Yep. As you talk to the Union coaches, Vaughn and Sells both weighed in at 60, and their 70-pounder is out tonight, so Vaughn will move up to 170 pounds.
Sells a senior, Mitchell a junior.
Isaiah, kid, made steady improvement match in and match out last year, and hopefully he can pick up where he left off.
Yeah, toward the end of last year, he showed signs of coming along. Shot here now, blocked with a whizzer by Sells. Come back to our feet. Sells tries a little headlock. We come out to face him.
Forehead to forehead tie. Now they break away. 120 left here in the period. A 0-0 match here at 160. We wrestle at 60. We started at 38. Decorah leads the duel 15-0. Falls from Storts at 38 and Hocklesvik at 50. Kanoki with a decision at 145. And that is Tom Kanoki. 1 minute left here in the period. 0-0 between Mitchell and Sells.
Sells quite a little shorter, a little stocky.
Reaching for a shot, there was Mitchell. Getting the hips back was Sells.
Got to make a shot all the way through, though. He's doing some reaching, but he's got to commit. Got to set him up. Clear the wrist.
Sells in on a shot. Mitchell able to get the hips back and
too far away.
They both head out of bounds with 31.9 seconds left here in the first period. 0-0 here at 60.
Sells shot also too far away. Got to work up closer. Get inside. Neither boy seems to want to get too close to the other fella.
A lot of reaching continuing as they wrestle in the center circle.
But again, nobody's shot in there by Mitchell, but he gives it up and comes on up high. Like he's going to try for double underhooks or something like that, but he just needs to move Sells a little bit and then make a shot.
And the first period comes to a close, and we are scoreless between Mitchell and Sells here at 160. Decorah leads the duel at 15-0.
Our choice, we defer, and Sells goes down.
We started at 38 with a fall from Devin Storts. A decision victory from Tom Kanoki at 145, and Dawson Hocklesvik with a fall at 152. And it looks like a caution on Isaiah to start the second period.
Little quick on the arm there. Spiral ride now. In on the thigh with the in on the thigh.
Sills able to get to his feet, but Isaiah still has the hand control and throws him back down with a mat return.
And again, not a very good spiral ride. If his spiral ride's applied hard enough, the guy wouldn't be able to stand up. But he's come back to his feet again. Lock up around the waist, bring him back over. Isaiah's got a leg in now. He's reaching back. Going to pick up a leg now. He's putting an arm over the head, looking for a guillotine, but he's going to be out of bounds.
1:23 left here in the second period. Still scoreless between Mitchell and Sills here at 160. Decorah leads the duel 15-0. We wrestle at 60. We started at 38.
I like to see that I haven't seen that guillotine used much anymore. I used to kind of be a standby, but anymore I don't know. Goodness, if I saw it at all last year.
To his feet comes Sills. Isaiah still with the hand control. And a nice mat return by Isaiah.
Put him down pretty good.
Isaiah now working off to the side, trying to lock up that cradle, but Sills able to
step across
and get a reversal. Sills leading 2-0. 1 minute left here in the second period. And now he's got Isaiah's wrist, trying to move that up on the back. Isaiah
hard crossface, lowering the shoulder, and out to the side. We're coming up to our knees now. No, now we're broke back down again. Sills still applying the crossface pretty hard. He's got his hand down on the elbow, trying to bring the arm across. Now he's gave that up.
33 seconds left in the period. The reversal from Sills here in the second period has given him a 2-0 lead as he's trying to give Union their first win of the duel.
Keep turning. Isaiah's keep turning. Now he comes in on a double. He's up onto a double. It looks like they're going out of bounds. We should get one here, and we do.
As they go out of bounds, Isaiah does get his one with 19 seconds left in the second period. A 2-1 lead for Sills here at 60. Decorah leading the duel.
Be nice.
15-0 here at 160. We started at 138.
It'd be nice if he could get in here a little bit tighter. He's really loose. He's not establishing any control. Takes the head, hangs on it, doesn't move his opponent any in the ties. That's what we need to be doing. When you tie up with a guy, there's only one reason to really tie up with a guy, and that's to move him.
Second period comes to a close 2-1 Sills, Mitchell's choice, and Coach Friedoff telling him to go down.
Yeah, he deferred. Down by one.
Simple math in that situation.
That's right. Now the good switch again, but he didn't get over. Got to get over on the inside. Got pressure on the inside butt cheek. That really didn't do it. And they trying it again. Not a lot of pressure on the guy's arm. And Sills comes around in front of him now. Isaiah's locked up around one. He's got one leg coming up, trying to come up to his feet. He's got a single on him. Now he's got a single. Up to his feet with a single. Going out of bounds now, he get one, but he's got to take him to the mat to get his two, trying to come up over the head for a cradle. Not time to do that yet. Need to take him down.
1:25 left here in the period.
Got to get around, got to get him down, or else get around behind.
He did get behind the leg, but
just hanging on.
Sills able to
face
counter it.
Yeah, face him. He's just hanging on to one leg. Got his head between the legs now. Got to come up.
Isaiah in that peek through position now, trying to step over. 1 minute left here in the period.
He's got to come around. Got to come up around the waist, drive him to his back.
Sills still with control of Isaiah's head right now.
Yeah.
And now Sills trying to step over. Isaiah kind of still with the head on the mat.
Got to come over the head with his left arm. Come over the head with his left arm. Get that left arm over the head. Get off his wrist. Get off his wrist. Get over the head with it. Pull it over the head. You get over the head with it. He's got it right on his back.
33 seconds left here in the period, and they're going to rule a stalemate.
And we don't even get the point. We don't even get the escape point out of it.
Wow.
Should have had.
30 seconds left here in the period. A 2-1 lead for Sills. Isaiah restarts in the down position.
This is seeing Coach Adams and Coach Friedoff. They're swinging their arms like a windmill, to get him to get that arm over the head.
A lot of free energy to get home tonight.
Come on. Keep turning. No.
Sills
he tries to switch, but he's not over the arm.
Sells still with control now with one wrist and another shoulder of Mitchell. 8 seconds left here in the period. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, and Sells is going to tilt and now has Isaiah on his back, but he was out of bounds as the period comes to a close, so no back points there. And Sells is going to get the victory 2-1, get Union on the board. It's now 15-3 Decorah after 160. We move up to 170 as we started at 138. Moving up to 170, this will be Nathan Tappy for Decorah, and this will be Isaiah Vaughn for Union LaPorte City. Vaughn, a young man that's ranked number 8 in Class 2A at 160 pounds, moving up a weight to wrestle Tappy here tonight. And Tappy right in on a solid double, but they go out of bounds.
Took him right to his back, out of bounds.
Well, he's not intimidated by a ranked kid.
That's right. Get after it. Looks like this may be a young man that's fun to watch.
Well, Nathan's a pretty tough kid on the football field.
That might come through here.
He was Mr. Excitement, I think, watching him wrestle some JV matches last year.
Nice.
Vaughn now out of bounds they go. 132 left here in the period.
Yeah, Vaughn was in on a deep double, but he just stepped his toe out of bounds. I don't know.
Coach Hilmer over there in the corner was pointing at both toes.
Yeah, he's pointing at the feet.
Yeah.
I'm not sure now. The foot was on the line, but the rules now say the line is in bounds. So you got to go past the line to be out of bounds, actually. I'm not sure that he was that far out, but we'll take it.
0-0 the score. A lot of action in the first 50 seconds of this one.
Yeah. The good ties, trying to move these. Nice thing I like about here is these kids are they get in those ties, they're trying to move the other guy around.
Vaughn, a junior, Tappy, a sophomore.
Deep shot by Tappy. But he didn't get his hips in with him. Good shot, but you got to take your hips along with you. And they're out of Vaughn back out of bounds. Now Tappy has his back to the mat.
And Tappy also set up that shot, too, as Vaughn in on a single at the edge of the mat.
He's out of bounds.
He's out of bounds. With 34.8 seconds left here in the first period. 0-0 between Vaughn and Tappy here at 170. Decorah leads the duel 15-3 through 60. We started at 38.
Good match, even if there's no score. The kids both been trying. Both kids making shots. Both of them working hard to move the other guy. Tappy, when he grabs that head, he looks like he made a grab for the head, then a shot, but Vaughn comes in with an underhook and drives him back over for the 2 points.
Vaughn gives Union the lead with 15 seconds left here in the period, and now Vaughn trying to hook up with the half. And he's got Tappy on his back. 6 seconds left in the period. Tappy trying to fight off it. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and he gets the fall with 1.7 seconds left in the period. Isaiah Vaughn with the fall for Union LaPorte City, and it's 15-9 Decorah through 70.
Now, Vaughn, you can tell he's experienced. He knew just what to look for. Tappy's got to keep his elbows in a little bit better to head up.
Andy Lilligraven for Decorah and Will Ryder for Union LaPorte City. A Ryder kid wrestling. Wow, that hasn't happened before anywhere in the state of Iowa. Right?
Yeah, if it isn't LaPorte City, they're Don Bosco.
Exactly.
One or the other.
Well, Andy had a solid year last year, district qualifier.
Had a good year last year as a freshman. Good year in football field, too, so...
Hopefully that just builds and carries over with that confidence.
Yeah, Ryder came in, shot across their far leg, near arm far leg. Now Ryder's looking for a half, got it, coming over the top. And after that half, really with a vengeance.
He's got Andy on his back with 1:30 left here in the period. Andy trying to fight off. He's able to belly out of it, and it's a 5-point move for Ryder. It's 5-0. 1:20 left here in the first period. Ryder with the strong 5-point move at the top of the period.
Yeah, nice takedown, far arm, far leg there for Ryder, and went right into a half as they dropped to the mat.
1 minute left here in the period. Ryder, a senior, and Lilligraven, a sophomore. But Andy was the 70-pounder, 82-pounder most of the season last year.
Yeah, I had a good year.
Especially for a freshman wrestling that weight.
Right, a freshman wrestling up that heavy. He's a good athlete. He generally knows where he's at on the mat, lands belly side down. Ryder's got barbed wire on there now, trying to bring the arm across, and he does. He's got an arm across, and he's getting back points. He only got one arm tied up, though.
There's 25 seconds left here in the period. Andy trying to bridge out of it. There's 3 points on the near fall. 15 seconds left here in the period.
Ryder's covering pretty good here now.
10 seconds left in the period, but Andy able to belly out of it.
Belly out of it. 3 more.
Out of bounds they go with an 8-0 lead now for Ryder with 7.6 seconds left here in the period. And
blood time for Andy.
First blood time of the season right there. 7.6 seconds left in the period. Gives us a chance to tell you that it is right now 15-9. Decorah with the lead at 138. Devin Stortz with a fall for Decorah in 2:31 over Caleb Roach at 1:45. Tom Kanoki for Decorah, a 6-5 come from behind win over Cole Hedeman of Union LaPorte City. Dawson Hockelsvik for Decorah with a fall in 1:42 over Peyton Pilkey of Union LaPorte City. At 1:60, Byron Sills of Union LaPorte City with a 2-1 victory over Isaiah Mitchell for Decorah. At 1:70, Nathan Tappy of Decorah lost by fall in 1:59 to Isaiah Vaughn of Union LaPorte City. And right now, Will Ryder with an 8-0 lead for Union LaPorte City with 7.6 seconds left here in the first period on Andy Lilligren of Decorah.
They show an open weight at 220, but it won't be open because they've got 2 kids weighed in at 82, Will Ryder and Lane Albertson, and I'm betting they'll move Albertson up to 195 and Williams from 195 up to 220.
And Decorah will be open at 113 and 126.
Yeah, that's right.
Carter Hubka and Joe Kanoki will be out the early portions of the season as the first period comes to a close. It's 8-0 Will Ryder. As Andy Lilligraven defers the choice, Ryder going to go down, the only position he hasn't been in to this point.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. I'm sure that this is practice here. He tries to roll through, shoulder roll, now tries to switch, but leaves the arm behind. With the lead he's got, I don't think I'd have put him down, but that's all right. You know, the guy's
to his feet comes Ryder, and now Andy with a nice mat return.
Nice lift, and put him right down on his side. Ryder right down on his side.
Right, Andy's still getting after it.
Coming up a little high though, and Ryder spins out underneath. Nice short sit by Ryder. Andy makes a shot right on the edge of the mat.
And it's a 9-0 lead for Ryder. 1:26 left in the period. Scoreboard says 8-1, but Ryder was the young man in the down position, and now they correct it.
Yeah, it's one thing about Andy, he'll stay after you. I don't think I've ever seen him wrestle a dull match.
No.
And
probably some more exciting than they should be.
Well, yeah,
times,
that's probably true. But he's got a gas tank on him. He'll never quit.
Exactly. Andy to a leg.
Yeah, nice a shot, but he too far away. He's extended down on his belly.
Ryder controlling the leg of Lilligraven.
Trying to get around behind. Andy and the leg lock. We let go of it now, and two for Ryder.
And Ryder now leads 11-0 with 45 seconds left in the second period.
And Ryder doing a pretty good job of breaking Andy down. And he's got to get his hips under him. Ryder trying to bring it. Now he's brought the arm back through up on his back. Can't let that happen. Got to get your wrist free. Ryder putting a lot of pressure on. Now he started driving across.
And he's got 25 seconds on what to work with. This is the third time he's had Andy on his back.
Now once he brought that arm up on the back, then he just used his chest to drive him across, and he's got the fall.
And the fall occurs in 3:41, and that'll tie up the duel at 15-15. Andy Lilligraven loses by fall to Will Ryder at 182. We move on to 195. This will be
220 on the black mat. Decorah.
No, wait a second here. What? No, something.
And it's... Yeah, because Daniel Ott's going out there, and Unless we absolutely missed a weight, which I don't think we did.
No, I don't know.
It should be 195.
Should be 195. Should be Cyrus Nelson.
Yeah.
On our program anyway.
Yeah. Daniel Ott listed at 220, and Rashawn Williams listed at 220 for Union LaPorte City. And now,
but Lane Albertson at 182, I would think would move up to 95.
But Daniel Ott's going to be wrestling. Okay.
Okay. What's the team score?
15-15 right now. Ott in on a double, and there's the takedown.
He blew the whistle, Daniel.
And he did get the 2 points, 10 seconds left in the into the period, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, nice shot.
And Albertson will start in the down position.
Nice shot. I don't know, did Ott weigh in at
maybe?
At 95?
I'm guessing Ott would have had to weigh in at 95 if he's wrestling here.
Yeah,
you can't exactly wrestle him down a weight. But
no.
At the edge of the mat, Ott has Albertson able to get to his feet, but Ott with a nice mat return to.
And even if you weigh in 95, if you want to wrestle 95, you have to weigh in on that line. You can't weigh in 95 up at 220 and still then go down.
Yep.
Ott moving in for a cradle. Got a cradle now on the near side. Now bringing him over. Got near fall points.
And near ball points being awarded as we speak right now. Ott got the early takedown in this one.
Hey, from what I remember of Ott last year, he was always fun to watch. He's a horse.
Just
now
a battler,
coming across with a crossface. Got a crossface, bringing that head down to the knee. Got it locked now. Now he's got to come across. Don't come over to this side. Just go over to the other side. Oh, suicide cradle there. Rolls him through. Kept the tie. Kept the lock.
He's got 33 seconds to work with now.
Now he's putting the knee in the side like he should. Nice job of putting the knee in the side. Yeah, he's got a pretty good cradle there. Let it go of it. Now, but he changed off to a half. Kept the head. Now he's coming up over the chest. Good job of locking the chest up. Good chest pressure.
And there's the fall.
He's got the fall.
And Ott with the fall in 148. I just looked it up on Track Wrestling. I think there was a double forfeit at 195.
Double forfeit at 95? Okay.
Because right there is the meet by meet on Track Wrestling there. So.
Okay.
So, and that was Rashawn Williams, the opponent, not Albertson. Rashawn Williams, the victim of the Daniel Ott fall. Ott fall with 148, and we move on to heavyweight. And this will be Cole Headington for Decorah and Michael Aronson, the 5th-ranked heavyweight at 285 for Union LaPorte City.
We got a double heavyweight, double forfeit, then a 220.
The double forfeit was at 220, and it was at 195.
195, and then they moved everybody up.
Yes. Or at 220, I should say, but here we go, Aronson and Headington. Aronson ranked number 5 in Class 2A. And Cole Headington, kid coming off a solid football season. 128 left here in the period.
Both of them fighting for hand control head to head.
It is 21-15. Decorah. Here's Aronson on a shot, but Cole able to get around and get the quick takedown.
Now,
Aronson quickly
comes right back to his feet.
To make it 2-1.
Nice snap down. Snapped Aronson down to his hands and knees and come right around behind him. Good reaction on the part of Cole.
A 2-1 lead for Headington. At 285 pounds, 45 seconds left here in the period. Decorah leading the duel, 21-15. We wrestle at heavyweight. We started at 138.
Both boys fighting for inside control here. A little headbutt there on the part of Aronson.
These are Both full heavyweights here.
Pretty good size. I think Aronson's a little bigger. He's a little taller. Both of them about the same size around, but I think Aronson's a little bit taller.
.135 left here in the period.
Underhook here on the part of Headington. And they go out of bounds.
5.7 seconds left in the period. Headington leading by a 2-1 advantage. Got a snap down takedown at about the midway period.
Yeah. Coach Adams out there telling Headington to keep his elbows in. I think Aronson would like to work off a underhook and throw by, but Aronson defers. If you listen to his coach, he'll defer. Yeah, and then we're going to have to choose. We're going to go down. I don't know.
Cole will go down. 2 minutes up on the board to start the second period.
He needs to get out of here quick.
As Headington leads it by a 2-1 margin.
Make a good move on the whistle. That comes up, tries to come up. Aronson picks up an ankle. Now he comes up around the waist. Up high. Aronson going to work to turn him. You got to keep the head up. Trying to work a half in, trying to stuff the head, get in a half in. Now he's looking for a wrist. Let's go with that. He's back pretty parallel. It's tough to get your knees with him.
And actually, they were
back that one.
Were they wrestling at 106 down there? They were, as Philip Eady.
Philip Eady got the fall.
We missed that one as Eady wins it in 1:29, and now Aronson with the fall,
got the fall too.
On Headington in 2:39. So after all that, it is 27-27. Eady getting the fall on Peyton Hellman of Union LaPorte City.
And we're going to give up 13.
And 13 will be a forfeit. So that'll...
Did they get a fall on the other mat?
The other mat was Philip Eady.
Yeah, but didn't we get another... They have another match? We get another match down there?
I guess not. Not that I'm aware of yet. Well, it would have been Eady, the only one to wrestle after the heavyweight position. Sorry, we didn't catch that.
Open at 13. Yeah, it didn't last long. It just take down on his back and it's over.
Gavin Miller will get the
forfeit at 13 for Union. Now we've got Corbin Rowley, a sophomore, up here at 120 against John Hellman, a senior.
And Hellman was 7th in the state a year ago.
Yeah, right in on a head inside single. Comes up to a double, changes to a double, comes up, and Hellman has a 2-point takedown.
And
he's got a tight waist cradle here. Got the wrist locked up. Got the wrist locked up. Tilted him.
So 120 is going on there, and now over at 132, it's Miles Wilkie for Decorah and Kyle Gross for Union LaPorte City.
And Hellman has Rowley on his back twice. He gets a 2 back points off that tilt. Now he's still got Rowley's arm on the back. Now he's trying to lock up with a half, drive him over with his chest. He's got Rowley on his back again. At the edge of the mat, got him pretty tight. A little too far over, though. Hellman doing a pretty good job of bridging. Nice bridge there on the part of Corbin Rowley. And Hellman would have to maybe get just back a little bit farther to break that bridge, lift the head up. But pretty good bridge on the part of Corbin Rowley. Again, bridging. Hellman keeps turning, and he's got the fall.
And the fall occurs in 1:24. So trying to tally up the total.
On the other mat, Holschlag Derek Holschlag just slipped in on a deep double on Miles Wilkie.
That's Kyle Gross.
That's
actually.
Kyle Gross. Okay.
Holschlag, who was the defending state runner-up at 126, he got a forfeit. So with the win by Hellman, that gives Union the 33-27 advantage. And Holschlag's forfeit gives them the lead of 39-27.
Okay, Gross is in on another deep double. The lead out needs 4-1 now.
Okay. Things got a little wild and crazy there for a second.
Gross a freshman, Wilkie a senior.
Again, Decorah has given up 113 and 126. And that's the way it's going to be here in the early portion of the season. The Vikings underway tonight, and then they will travel to the West Delaware Invitational on Saturday. Next Tuesday night, they'll be up at Caledonia. An always tough wrestling team, and Dave and I will bring that one home to you.
We'll be back with you.
Actually, Dave will be with you tomorrow night online. Luther wrestles Cornell tomorrow night at the Luther College SRC in the recreation part of the Region Center tomorrow night. Him and Dave Anderson will be on the call of that one as the Norse take on Cornell.
Got a lot going on there, Luther.
Got basketball down in the main part of the Region Center, and wrestling up in the SRC, and a stall warning here for Gross with 7.5 seconds left here in the first period. So,
and there's a stall warning we really didn't need because it
kind of wakes him up.
That kind of wakes him up, but there's no doubt Gross was riding straight on, riding over both legs, straight behind. He's got to get out to the side if he's going to do anything.
Overall, it's a 39-27 lead for Union LaPorte City, who will get the win here in this first duel. It will be...
We deferred here. Wilkie deferred, and it's going to be Gross going down.
It'll be Decorah and... Vinton Schellsburg wrestling next. So
switch attempt by Gross. Wilkie followed him around pretty good, but Gross stands to his feet, turns out, face him. Now Gross in on a shot, and he's got the 2-point takedown.
And it should be a lead of 6-1 or 7-1 for Gross.
Yeah, and Gross still riding over both legs. He's a little bit bashful about getting outside. Probably good for us. Now he's got a half. Now he goes a half from one side to the other, but you want to be a little careful there. It could lead to a full Nelson if you get the other arm out quick enough. And again, he's riding pretty much straight behind, trying to work the head.
1:10 left here in the second period. This is the final match. We're at 132. With Miles Wilkie wrestling for Decorah and Kyle Gross wrestling for Union LaPorte City.
Wilkie's up to his knees again, and Wilkie gets a point. Gross is just staying behind him. And again, that's if I was the Union coaches, I wouldn't be too upset about that. Gross is going to get Miles on his back. He needs to get out to the side.
And actually, I see the score is now 45-27, so Decorah must have forfeited at 195.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Again, Gross riding parallel on those legs. Now he's trying for a crossface. Now he's up around the head with that crossface on. But Miles gets back to his feet again, and Gross, he retreats around behind. And Miles gets up, got the escape.
25 seconds left here in the period. A 7-3 lead for Kyle Gross.
Gross goes right in after the leg. Miles reaches in on the crotch, tries to lift it, but Gross is still hanging on that leg.
5 seconds left here in the second
period. Now Gross comes around behind, gets his 2.
And a takedown there for Gross makes it a 6-point advantage for him as we in the second period. A 9-3 lead for Gross as we go to the third. 2 escapes and a penalty point thus far for Miles Wilkie. So far, the Vikings with wins at 138. Devin Stortz a fall. Tom Kanoki a decision at 145. Dawson Hockelsvik at 152 got a fall. Daniel Ott at 220 received a fall. And Philip Eady at 106 received a fall.
Miles comes up on top. Now he's got 3/4 Nelson on, but he doesn't have the leg trapped. And without that leg trapped, Gross just drives into him, comes over the top, and 2-point reversal.
And now Gross up to major decision level. It's an 11-3 advantage. Vinton Schellsburg, the duel next. Is apparently they're going to move things through pretty quickly here tonight.
Yeah, we're sitting in this gym. We don't know what the weather's doing.
Exactly. Out between Kilmer and Fayette down on the way down, things got a little interesting. Other than that, it was pretty good.
That's about the only time we saw the road covered.
Dave usually shuts his eyes when in the vehicle with me. But
no, that's okay. That's okay.
1 minute left here in the third period as Gross continuing to control this match at 132.
When you get to my age, there's just no fear left. Yeah. I've been.
Well, you wrestled at a young age, so there should be no fear anyway, right?
Yeah. There's.
We won't bring up an incident in Manchester from a few years ago.
I wouldn't tell anybody.
And it looks like another penalty point being awarded to Miles Wilkie.
Yeah, another stalling point.
Probably a little bit of a teaching point there for Gross.
I'm just sure that the union folks will have a little conference with him, and
45-27, Union with the lead. 30 seconds left here in the period. Now Gross in a position where he's got to turn.
Now he went over with a half. Now he got out to the side with a half. Yeah, now he turned Miles with a half. Let the half go, though, but he's still up over the chest.
And being the fact that he's getting back points, he's back up to major decision level right now.
Yeah. He'll have 3 out of this.
7 seconds left in the period.
By the way, for you folks out there listening, in college it'd be 4.
Yes, that's a new rule this year.
New rule in college. 4.4. A count of 4, I'm going to get you 4.
And a 3-point near fall will award 4 points to Union LaPorte City, and Kyle Gross will give his team a 49-27 victory in the first duel of the season of 2015-2016. Dave, your thoughts on the first duel of the season?
Well, it's really hard to win. Giving up, I guess we gave up, 3 forfeits, and that makes it tough to win. We've got some kids out there that need to get a little bit tougher, need to take more control of the match. We've also got some kids that look pretty good. So
the Viking victories, we'll start with the positives on that end of things. Devin Stortz a fall at 138.
And he looked good. Very aggressive. Got right out after it.
And Tom Kanoki, a come from behind win at 145.
Yes. Yep. He just hung right in there. I think the kids are pretty even, but Tom hung right in there, kept pressure on him, and got that 1-point win. Isaiah Mitchell lost 1-2, and the situation, I think that's a kid he could have beat, but he just got to be a little bit tougher with his moves and stay in a little better position.
Dawson Hockelsvik picking up a fall at 152.
Yes, and he looked, again, we have a first-year wrestler out there, and he got right after it and got the fall.
And the other victories for Decorah came from Daniel Ott at 220 pounds and Philip Eady at 106 pounds, both going out and getting falls. You like getting those bonus points. You don't like giving up as many bonus points as you did.
No. And, Cole Henning had some good, Henning had some pretty good moves on his feet. Nice snap down, nice get around. But he's got to fight that fall a little bit as soon as Aronson got out to the side, got over the head. Over he went.
And Nathan Tappy got off to an aggressive start in his match at 170 pounds. But Nathan has been the type of kid that has always started aggressive, but wrestling a full 6 minutes, that's something he's got to work on a little bit.
And he had a good quality opponent there too. So.
True. But first match of the night goes to Union LaPorte City, 49-27. We'll take a little bit of a time out here and be back with Decorah and Vinton Shellsburg here in a few minutes.
And we'll start at 1:45.
This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.com. Welcome back to Vinton Shellsburg Middle School, everybody. Darren Swenson and Dave Omdahl with you. Union LaPorte City defeated Decorah 49-27 in match number 1 of the night. Match number 2 coming up here with Vinton Shellsburg, and it looks like the Vikings are at least the black and gold Vikings are going to have a few open weight classes here.
Yeah, well, they show 3 open up at the upper weights. What I don't like about it is that they're open against some of our better guys. Nathan Tappy there, open it at 70, at 82. Open at Andy Lilligreven. Open at 220. Daniel Ott. Those are kids that can win matches. I hate to see them get forfeits.
especially after having some tough matches earlier on.
Yeah, and you know what you like to see is your weaker kids get forfeits. Those are the ones that really help you.
If only things matched up that way from a lineup perspective.
Yeah, and actually, I don't know if I was the Vinton Shellsburg coaches. I'm not too sure I would move some kids up. Maybe they wouldn't have to give up all those forfeits, but we'll see what they do.
It looks like Nick Highland and Tom Kanoki will get after it here at 145 pounds. And Highland, I believe, is their best kid returning. I think he had 40 wins last year, but unfortunately for him, he did not make the state tournament. I know he was one of their better football players this past fall. And Tom Kanoki, coming off a 6-5 come from behind win over Cole Hedeman of Union LaPorte City in the first duel here tonight. So here we go, 145. Greg Becker blows his whistle, and away we go. So Highland the senior, Kanoki the sophomore.
Yeah, then right below Highland is Layton, another senior. So probably two pretty good kids right in there. Nice leg shot there. Try for a headlock there by Kanoki off of that leg shot, but Highland slips him past and slide by there. Now he's out to the side, get the arm up on the back, putting a lot of pressure on. He's got a leg in deep, turning the hips. Did a good job of turning the hips. Now he comes over to the head, and he's got Tom on his back and getting back points out of it.
1:13 left here in the period.
I see Highland do a nice job of keeping his pressure just where he keeping himself over the chest here. Arching his back nicely. Tom doing a pretty good job of trying to fight off.
And there's the fall.
There's the fall.
Highland put the pressure on right away and gets the fall. It's a 6-0 lead for Vinton Shellsburg here in the duel at 145 pounds. As we move on to 152 pounds, Dawson Hocklesvik picked up a fall in his first match earlier.
He'll have a junior, Dylan Wagner.
Dawson back out for wrestling this year, 1-0 with a fall on the season. After tonight, Vikings head to West Delaware on Saturday, and from what I've been told, that's going to be more of a traditional format this year. It's been more of a round-robin format in the last couple of years.
Yeah, they've got 9 teams, I guess. I think Jeff said Red Oak may be coming, DeWitt Central.
Yep.
Possibly Benton Community.
And, of course, whenever you got West Delaware and Davenport Assumption, you know you're going to have good wrestling. As Wagner, a quick takedown on Hocklesvik.
Good double leg.
2-0 the score as they go out of bounds with 1:44 left in the first period. But I know, talking to Coach Friedoff in years past, he really didn't mind that tournament in a round-robin format because a lot of those kids got 6 matches early on in the
five.
I guess 5 is the most you can get in a day. I'm not questioning Mr. Rulebook over here, but
that's all right. I just didn't want anybody from the Athletic Association to hear you.
But and at this time of year,
matches.
there's a lot of kids that need matches.
They need matches, sure.
And if you get on the back side of that bracket, you could be 2 in barbecue.
Yeah. You like matches. That's what I always liked about the Anamosa tournament. It was a round robin with 6 teams. And so you got 5 matches.
Dawson was able to get to his feet, but a nice mat return by Wagner sends him back down to the mat. 1:08 left here in the period. Wagner trying to get a leg in, working off to the side, and out of bounds they go.
Dawson doing a pretty good job of staying to his base.
1:03 left here in the period. A 2-0 lead for Dylan Wagner. Decorah was defeated by Union LaPorte City in the first duel of the night, 49-27. They trail it here 6-0, but it looks like Vinton Shellsburg will be giving up at least 3 weights.
Dawson up to his feet. He's up to his feet. Trying to turn back. Referee doing a pretty good job of looking for locked hands. Doesn't have them. He's back down on his hands and knees now. Wagner's gone outside with a spiral ride. Breaks us to our back. We're too extended now. Doing a good job trying to work back up, but we're still extended on our belly. Wagner trying to put a power half in here. 30
seconds left in the period. A 2-0 lead for Wagner.
Dawson again doing a pretty good job keeping his head up. Wagner out to the side trying to bring an arm up on the back. We're hiding it underneath. Back to our base again. Now we got to do something. Wagner just riding there, hanging on the waist, trying to drive us forward. We're coming out to face him. We're going to come up. We could come up and get a point here. We don't have much time, though. We got
5 seconds left in the period.
Got to come up to get that
Wagner
point.
able
we got
to...
we got it. One.
Not control the head of Hocklesvik at the end of the period, and Hocklesvik awarded the escape. It's 2-1. It'll be Wagner's choice at the start of the second. He defers. Dawson going to go down. We're at 152. We started at 45. Vinton Schellsburg leads the duel 6-0.
Got to come up from underneath now on the whistle. Pretty good job of moving, but just one move and stopped. Like to make two. Wagner in there on the spiral ride now with a hand in the thigh. We go to a sit. Come back to our base. Still in on the thigh. Good time to sit when the guy's got the hand in there on the thigh. Should be sitting again. Wagner still with the hand on the thigh. It looks like we're trying to kind of half a sit. Now we come up to our tripod. Come up in a tripod. We turn out and face him, and we got the one for the escape.
2 escapes for Hocklesvik to tie it up at 2-2 with 1:18 left here in period number 2. We're at 152. Second match of the night. In on a shot is Wagner, but they go out of bounds.
Out of bounds. We got to protect our legs a little better. Got to get a good head and hands defense here to get those legs back.
1:13 left in the second period, a 2-2 score between Hocklesvik and Wagner.
And we're hanging on the head a little bit there. Yeah, forehead to forehead. Now we got a 2-on-1 Russian tie. Now they break free again. We're still head to head. Shot here they're out of bounds. Yeah, shot here by Wagner.
49.9 seconds left in the period. Wagner got to the double leg, but ran out of real estate on the far side of the mat. Union won the first.
Nice job underneath. Wagner was pushing in, and Hocklesvik dropped underneath him, moved to a double leg, and got the takedown. Now he's looking for a half, but he's over the leg. Got to get in between his legs now. Oh, come on.
4-2 the score, and 33.7 seconds left.
We weren't making any effort to pull him inside, and his shoulders are out, so ref blew the whistle. You got to make it look like you're at least trying to pull him back in. If we'd have had that inbounds, we'd have got back points. Now Wagner comes to his feet. We're tying up the wrist, brought him back to the mat. A little high here. A little high. Now we're come back in the crotch. Get around behind. Looks like he's trying. Yeah, now he's got a
little 2-on-1.
Got a tilt. Got a 2-on-1 tilt here through the crotch. Oh, come on, start counting. Oh, come on, start counting, Becker. There you go. Got 2 count now. Got 2 count. Now we come back to his base.
He did get the 3 count, and
we got the 2.
And 2 near fall points going to be awarded to Dawson Hocklesvik, and Hocklesvik will move up to a 6-2 advantage as we go to the third period. Neutral start. Now the third for Wagner.
Now's where we got to hold our position. We got to get our hand. We got to get in a good position. Hands out there. Stay on him. Don't let him underneath. Now he makes a shot from too far away, Wagner. But we come trying to make a reshot. Now we're in on the leg again. Good job. Good job. Now he takes him to his back. No, not going to get the back points. Going to get the near fall. But he was looking for him. Well, he come up to that head nicely on that takedown, but he just didn't get under the arm.
Now he's up 8-2, 137 left here in the third period.
Now he's got an arm up on the back. Hey, he's looking good. Now he's going to come up around the head. He's got him. He's turning him. He's turning him. He's got 2 count now, 3 count, 4. He's got
good job getting out chest to chest, and there's the fall. And Dawson Hocklesvik with 2 falls here on opening night for 2015-2016. Hocklesvik with the fall in 2:37, and the duel is tied at 6.
Look good. Really aggressive. Way to get out after it.
Here we go to 160. And it's Isaiah Mitchell
against the sophomore Court Johnson.
And that's K-O-R-T. Not my neighbor Curtis Johnson. It's Court Johnson.
Court Johnson, that's right. Court.
Here we go. Isaiah lost tough 1-2-1.
Yeah.
Earlier tonight, and here we go at 160. We're tied at 6. We're wrestling at 60. We started at 45.
Both of them doing a little pushing and shoving from the feet. Head-to-head tie. Isaiah's got a wrist on the inside, control a little bit. Now they break free. Feeling each other out.
Forehead to forehead.
Yeah.
Isaiah still has control of that wrist. Now they break free. 1:28 left here in the period.
Again, Isaiah up on the head now. Shot here, short shot by Johnson, but come back right up to his feet again. And again, forehead to forehead, a little reaching shot by Mitchell. Shot by Johnson, but Mitchell squares up nicely, and a reshot by Johnson. He's in deep. Mitchell's got a whizzer in. Johnson comes back up on top, now takes him back down to the mat.
And Johnson gets the takedown with 45 seconds left in the period.
We just don't get after it hard enough.
And Mitchell will restart in the down position. He lost his first match tonight 2-1 to Byron Sills.
Oh, nice. It's a switch, but he left the arm behind. Got to clear the arm. Down on his belly, pretty well extended now, bringing his hips back under him. Johnson trying for a power half on the far side. Got the hand locked over the wrist, trying to force the head down.
23 seconds left here in the period.
Isaiah Need now he hits a cradle. Now he tries the cradle. He got the head down and went from the head to the cradle. Isaiah needed to turn into him.
Got the 5 count did Johnson, and Johnson's going to get 3 back points to make it a 5-0 lead.
Nice job
at the end of the period.
Breaking the hands though on Isaiah's part. Avoided the fall.
Johnson leading by a 5-0 margin as we go to period number 2.
We're going to defer.
And
Johnson's going down.
6-6 the score here between Decorah and Vinton Shillsburg. At 1:45 it was Nick Highland of Vinton Shillsburg with a fall in a minute 5 over Tom Kanoki of Decorah, and Dawson Hocklesvik of Decorah with a fall in a minute or in 2 minutes 37 seconds.
Now
over Dylan Wagner of Vinton Shillsburg.
We're riding a spiral ride, but Johnson comes up to his feet. We take him back down.
Isaiah's been pretty decent on the mat return, but what does he need to do better in that spiral ride?
Needs to put more pressure on. You got a hard spiral ride with a lot of pressure. The guy should not be able to stand up. About the only thing he should be able to do is probably sit through. But we got to have more pressure.
Isaiah off to the side once again with 1:25 left here in the period. Isaiah trying to get it. He has control of that wrist, trying to get it up on the back.
And putting quite
able to work it.
Yeah, putting a lot of pressure on, but he's not getting the arm up behind the back, and Johnson will just laying there on the edge of the mat, and they're going to start back in the center.
1:16 left, second period, a 5-0 lead for Court Johnson. He'll return to the down position on the restart. Decorah and Vinton Shillsburg. Union won the first duel of the night, 49-27.
Johnson switches. We're trying to re-switch, and we come up on top. Nice re-switch on the part of Isaiah. Now he's got a leg in, reaching across. Now we're going to look for that. We're going to look for that guillotine again, but no, you can't get the arm through. And got a leg scissors now. We're in on we're riding with a leg in. We're going to do something with the top end. And we kind of get out to the side here a little bit. Johnson, he just kind of bellying out. Now he comes back to his knees. We got the arm and wrist tied up. Now we come in back through the crotch, drive him down again, doing pretty good on top, breaking him down, put some pressure on. Now we come across, got a cross face. Now we're going to come around in a barbed wire or a rib city here. We're not bringing him clear. We've got to keep coming to bring him over and let go of the arm. We didn't get any points out of that. Bottom man gets a stalling call.
5-0 still the lead for Court Johnson with 10 seconds left in the second period.
Now we come back through the crotch, try to grab the wrist. Now we put the arm up on the back. Good job. Now we're driving. Now we got to come over the half. We got the arm up, but we didn't get out to the side and drive hard enough.
And we ran out of time as well.
Yeah, we had the arm up on the back and we come over the head. And Can't drive him over unless you're out to the side. We didn't commit quick enough.
It looks like we're going to go 2 matches here, as Nathan Tappy is going to get a forfeit at 170 pounds.
Okay.
And Andy Lilligreven, it appears he will get a forfeit at 170
and 180,
or at 182
2 pounds. Yeah.
It looks like there at least is scheduled to be a match at 195. Actually, Decorah forfeited that one earlier tonight. Justin Coots is available to wrestle at for Vinton Schellsburg. And actually, Cyric Nelson is going to go for Decorah here at 195, and Justin Coots for Vinton Schellsburg at 195 as well. And
on the far mat.
You can watch the black mat, and I'll watch the black and gold mat.
Okay. We've got Isaiah on his feet now, and the shot, head inside single. We didn't get out. We didn't swing out the side. We got caught straight underneath him. He's trying to go. Now he changes to a double, drives him right across.
Nice.
Nice job. Nice attack there. Nice follow-up on Isaiah's part for the 2-point takedown.
It's 6-2. Johnson leading Mitchell with 1:05 left in the third period.
Johnson pretty close to going to his back. Now we come out in front. Going to come out in front, but come on now. Now we push him out of bounds. We should get the one. That's something I don't like. We come out front and we hold the head down. I know Friedhoff teaches that, but goodness sakes, you're not going to get your point until you let the guy pull his head up. Yep. No use of just holding him down there. Half the time, a lot of times what happens is the guy gets in on the leg.
Here's Cyric Nelson trying a headlock down at 195, trying to circle around. Reaching for the leg is Justin Coots, but Nelson able to stuff the head, trying to circle around. Coots still with good motion on the bottom side. Both men break free, back to their feet. 0-0, 30 seconds in to the period.
Had a chance there. Mitchell's still behind, I think 7-3 now. Johnson's in on a leg. We still got the whizzer in. We go out of there out of bounds now. Yeah, we'll go back up. Good job of whizzer in there to counter that attack, but we got to get on the attack.
And Nelson able to get a takedown on the far mat.
Look at the half is open. The half is open there. If you look for that, look at that under that arm. There he goes. Finally, he gets it there, Darren. And we got the fall over there.
And Nelson will have his man on his back, and he will get awarded the fall. Nelson getting the fall in 58 seconds over Justin Coots to make it a 24-6 lead for Decorah.
We're here. Mitchell and Johnson are both head-to-head here. Short time. Now we make a shot. Didn't get our hips with us. Now we drive. We could drive. We're driving in. Johnson catches a headlock, but nothing happens and time runs out. What's the score? Can you see the score?
It's 7-2.
7-2? Okay.
7-2. Isaiah had the one takedown. That ends up being it. 7-2
for Court Johnson.
So it ends up 24-9. It looks like Daniel Ott now will receive a forfeit at 220, and it looks like there will be a match at 285 with Cole Headington and Keith Barnes. Headington, the senior for Decorah, and Keith Barnes for Vinton Schellsburg. And that will be on the black mat.
And it looks like Headington, maybe Barnes, pretty tall guy. Is this a 9th grader?
Yep.
Tall kid. Looks like kind of kid could make pretty good heavyweight in a couple years, get a little more meat on these bones.
And on the other mat, it looks like Philip Eady, who got a fall earlier tonight, will pay more attention to his match than we did the last time. Philip ranked number 4 at 6 starting the season.
Headington, pretty good job here against Barnes, pulling his head down the mat to go out of bounds.
9 seconds into the period there, no score.
Let's give Edie a little airtime here, Darren.
You bet.
Didn't get any last time.
Yeah, and Philip, a returning state qualifier. Part of that pretty good group of lightweights in Northeast Iowa.
Oh, goodness sakes, yes. Between Millage and Phi and Edie. Oh, nice snap down by Headington. Now he's up on top, around behind him. It's his 2-point takedown.
And Edie in on a shot. Radke able to get the hips back. Radke, a freshman. Edie, a sophomore. Forehead tie between both men. They wrestle on the side of the mat and they go out of bounds.
Headington slipped in a power half here, rolled Barnes to his back, and he got the fall. So fall for Cole Headington here.
in 47 seconds to make it 36-6. Still scoreless between Edie and Radke on the yellow mat on the far end of the gymnasium.
They go out of bounds.
Carter Weeks will get a forfeit for Vinton Shellsburg at 1:13.
Nice shot. Edie got underneath him, but Radke stepped back out of it. Edie come back nice. Shot at an inside trip there. This Radke kid stays in good position.
1:18 left here in the period.
Phillip underneath there, but he can't. He's got to get his hips in with him.
1:12 left here in the period. It's a 0-0 match between Edie and Radke, a freshman and a sophomore at 6.
Okay, up here in the black mat, we've got...
it's 1:20, I believe.
So...
it's Corbin Rowley for Decorah. And Brock Radke.
Brock Radke for Vinton Shellsburg.
Still scoreless between Edie and Luke Radke on the far end of the mat. Ear-to-air tie with both men. Both men working the head. Edie in on a shot. Radke trying to get the hips back. Radke reaching for the leg of Edie. Phillip unable to finish the move with 27 seconds left here in the period. And now Edie in on a double, but he runs out of real estate on the side of the mat. They go out of bounds. 26 seconds left in the period. It's 0-0, Edie and Radke in the first period.
We had a real good scramble here. My Radke here, Brock, went in on a shot there. Rowley come up to face him, and they went around and around and around. Broke loose, no points scored. A good scramble here.
9 seconds left here in the period. Edie and Luke Radke, and now Edie in a double leg at the end of the period, and he runs out of time in space on the edge of the mat. It's 0-0 going to the second.
Got Brock Radke in on a head outside single, a high crotch. Finally takes Rowley to his backside and scores a 2-point takedown.
We are wrestling at both 6 and 20 right now. We started at 45. Decorah leading the duel 36-15. They have been awarded 3 forfeits in this duel. And here's a quick escape for Decorah's Edie, and Edie leads at 1-0.
We've got Brock Radke riding Corbin Rowley here on the edge of the mat. Rowley comes to his feet. They go out of bounds.
The Viking victories thus far. Dawson Hocklesvik at 152. A fall. Nathan Tappy a forfeit at 170. Andy Littlegrave a forfeit at 182. Cyrus Nilsson a fall at 195. Edie in on a single now with Radke, getting the leg up in the air, but again, Luke Radke staying in very good position. Edie gets the leg up in the air once again, going for that trip. The leg's not available to him. The leg in the air once again. Edie with a mat return now goes around and covers, but it wasn't on the mat. Edie goes around once again and returns Radke to the mat and gets the takedown.
Yeah, I'll take him down about 3 times there. We've got Brock Radke here, another 9th grader on top of Corbin Rowley riding. And
2-0 into the first period there, Dave.
Yep.
So a 3-0 lead now for Phillip Edie. Phillip now getting that arm up on the back, stuff in the head, and steps over. And now he's getting back point with 42 seconds left here in the period. And there's the fall. Phillip Edie with the fall in 3:21.
There was Brock Radke's choice. He deferred, goes down, or we deferred, Rowley deferred, and Radke goes down. We're riding on top. Rowley's turning into us. Turning in. We're not staying behind the arms. We've got to get behind the arms. Got to get behind him. Now we come back a little better position behind. We got a hold of an ankle. Radke's sitting on us. And we're still holding on the ankle, but we're up over the head with the arm. Need to get behind it, and we're getting a stalling call for hanging on to the ankle.
Decorah is going to be open at 126. So Navin Dunlap will get a forfeit victory for Vinton Shellsburg. So at 132, it'll scheduled to be Miles Wilkie for Decorah and Scott Betterton for Vinton Shellsburg.
Here we got Brock Radke still on the bottom, but he's turned in. He's coming up. Radke's Rowley's still hanging on to the leg. Got the leg up in the air. Got to bring him back to the mat. Now, he brought him back to the mat. Now, I'll tell you, he's going for the head. He's looking for fall points, but Brock Radke bellies out. Radke back to his feet now. He's going to come up and face Rowley, and he's got the 1 point.
And now a 3-0 lead there for
Brock Radke.
Brock Radke.
Brock Radke made his shot. We get the legs back. He's got a head outside single now. The hands locked. We go down to, he takes us off our base, and then Radke scores 2 more points, makes it 5-0.
Wilkie and Betterton underway at 132. No score. 12 seconds in on the far mat right now.
Right now we've got Brock Radke riding Corbin Rowley on top, trying to break him down. Got him down, got kind of a tilt on him there, got a 1 count.
And Betterton now with a takedown of Wilkie on the side of the mat to make it a 2-0 lead for Betterton right now. And Betterton trying to get a leg in, looking at a crossface. That ain't working. Now we'll look at a half, trying to control the wrist now of Wilkie, working on the side of the mat. A 2-0 lead for Betterton. 1:15 left first period.
You got Brock Radke here on top of Corbin Rowley, and his time runs out second period.
We are wrestling at 120 and 132, so only 1 match remaining here tonight. So
going to be our choice. We're going up on top.
Looks like everyone's going to be home by bedtime tonight, too.
Looks like it. Corbin Rowley starting on top. Got Radke broke down on his belly here. This Corbin Rowley kid, he's getting after it. Again, he got too far out over the head now. Doesn't always know exactly where he's at, but he really gets after it. I'd like to see that.
Betterton with 2 back points against Miles Wilkie right now. 30 seconds left in the period. The back points now awarded as the hold given up. It's a 4-0 lead for Betterton, the freshman, on Wilkie, the senior, at 132.
Shot there by Radke. It's pulling Rowley's leg back in. We need to get our leg back, hip down a little bit better. Now he comes up toward the head, getting back points. Again, a situation we probably should have just bellied out, but hung in there a little bit too long. And he got Brock Radke fall over Corbin Rowley.
And it happens in 4:53. So that improves the duel to 42-27 now. And Miles Wilkie trailing at the end of the first period over Betterton by a 4-0 margin.
And we're going to see, it looks like Braden Layton here. 38 against Devin Storks.
That'll be the final match of the night.
Should be probably a pretty good one, I think. This Layton is a senior. Just 1 weight below, probably one of their better wrestlers at Nick Highland. And Layton makes a sound of a half shot. They're head-to-head now. Storks, good job getting his leg back.
Wilkie restarted in the down position with 1:25 left in the period. And Betterton working off to the side, has a leg hooked up, now has the tilt on, now getting back points.
Hit inside single, got to his feet by Storts, and he gets a takedown. Nice job. He worked for a high crotch on the left side, and kind of a half shot there, and
Betterton just got the fall on Wilkie.
Layton defended the shot on one side, and Storch came right back for a head outside single on the other side. So
42-33 will be the score, and Decorah will get the win in the duel, although Vinton Schellsburg, I think, winning more matches that were actually wrestled in this competition. But here's Devin Storts.
Got a half, and tight half. Oh, that's tight. That's tight. Got to adjust back a little bit. Layton trying to squirm out of it here. Got the head lifted nicely, and he's got the fall. Nice job. Devin Storts looked tough.
Minute 16 for the fall for Devin Storts. So Decorah going to win the duel 48-33. So they go 1-1 here on opening night for 2015-2016. What'd you take away from the Vinton Schellsburg duel?
Well, we got some kids to get out there and get after it. We got some other kids kind of got to learn where they're at a little bit better, and some kids got to get after it a little bit harder. But I think we're coming. We can get these some more kids in the lineup, so we don't give up those forfeits. Got the makings of a decent team.
And based on your years of the in the sport of wrestling, Dave, once you've had that first duel, does it provide a little bit of a basis for everybody involved in the overall team of here's where we're at and here's where we want to get to?
Yeah, up to this point here, really the coaches don't have any idea who can go tough and who will know where they're at. And now they can see what the kids are doing. They can build on their success. They can attack their weaknesses. And it makes this next week will be a lot better week.
And I'd have to say that probably for really everybody involved in high school wrestling at this point in the season, correct?
Yeah, that's right. You start out there middle of November, and you have a couple weeks, then you get that Christmas or that Thanksgiving break, and it's just really hard to tell just where the kids are.
All right, Dave, nice job by you for opening night. Many of us will see you tomorrow night up at Luther for the Luther-Cornell duel, and we'll be back on the air together next Tuesday night up at Caledonia.
Looking forward to it. It's a lot of fun.
Dave Amdahl exiting the broadcast. Many people to thank for making it possible. First and foremost, our advertisers, the good sports-minded people who helped us bring the coverage wherever you were tonight. Without their help, this coverage would not be possible. So as always, we encourage you to support the businesses who support local high school sports. And lastly, and most importantly, we thank you. That's right, you, the listener, for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed our coverage of Decorah and Union and Decorah and Vinton-Schellsburg. The Vikings winning 48-33 over Vinton-Schellsburg. The Vikings losing to Union 49-27. Our next high school sports coverage will be girls basketball Thursday night as Decorah takes on MFL Marmac from Viking Gymnasium. 7:30 start time. Larry Berlin and myself on the call of that one. Next wrestling coverage will be a week from tonight as Decorah will take on Caledonia, and that coverage will start at 7:30 approximately from Caledonia next Tuesday night. So for Dave Amdahl, Darren Swenson saying so long from Vinton-Schellsburg Middle School. Thanks a bunch for tuning in to AM 1240 KDEC and logging on to KDECradio.com.